welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to do a quick First Friday Mass recap. If you guys are Catholic, you may or may not know there's a First Friday devotion where you go to Mass the first Friday for 9 consecutive months, I believe it is. You can look up, there's some other requirements as well. Just type in First Friday devotion for Catholics. I am going to be completely honest. I believe you can start any month during the year, and I was going to do it this year, like starting in January, and then I missed a few and fell off of my First Friday devotion. I have gone back to daily Mass every day this week, and it was amazing. So that being said, if you fall off of going to Mass or a First Friday or First Saturday devotion, there also is, like, just go the next time. And that's what I love about being Catholic, and I mean really about anything, like about being human. The greatest thing we can do is just get up and keep going. Like, never give up, never be like, oh, I missed this, so I'm not gonna go next time. Or like, if you're like, I missed daily Mass once this week and I wanted to go every day, we'll just go the next day. Or same with like health and fitness. If you're like, I ate something unhealthy for breakfast, like now I'm just gonna eat whatever the rest of the day. Like, no, just every time you catch yourself with these thoughts, just go on and make the best decision for your next decision, if that makes sense. But back to the First Friday devotion. I go to TLM as much as I can. I absolutely love it. I went to a low Mass. It's very silent. There's 2 different kinds of traditional Latin Mass. High Mass has a lot more singing and such. But I love low Mass because it's so silent that it reminds me of adoration, like I say, and you get to hear God speaking to you. And sometimes I look at the crucifix, like up at the altar, and I'm like, God, like, what do you want me to hear from you? Or what do I need to know? How do I need to be sanctified? How can I be more like you? And in low Mass, there's no homily. If you do go to traditional Latin Mass on a Sunday, just know the homily and the Gospels are read in English, so you will hear that. But no homily today, and like I said, it gives me the opportunity to reflect, and I'm like, God, what do I need to know? One thing that stood out in my mind was materialism. I like pink girly stuff, obviously, you guys know, but I just had like the thought, like, nothing actually matters. And I think we all know that, hopefully, like, no material items really matter. Let me know your thoughts on just like all the materialism in the world. Not saying I've definitely contributed to it. I love clothes. I'm not someone who likes anything super like expensive. Like, I don't own like designer clothes. I drive like an old car. Financially, I could buy a nice car. I could buy whatever, I guess. And there's nothing I want. Just being completely honest. And even more so, the last year that I can say I've been like 100% a devoted, obedient Catholic. It truly takes away like your need from any material items. There's still things that, are good. There's like experiences we can have with other people, and they do cost money. Money is good to have, just security and financial peace for the basics and to give to others. All that being said, I have a few thoughts. One, I'm like, is it bad that I want to make a lot of money? And the answer, I really think, is no, if you are using the money for good and if you're not attached to money. That's the thing. In the past, I was so stressed when I made a lot of money with my corporate career, and I never felt like I had enough money. I was like, I will never feel like I have enough money unless I have millions of dollars. Like, it was a ridiculous thought. And I'm like, now I have no attachment to money. I never worry. I truly believe the Lord will provide. And I will acknowledge I am fortunate that I knew to invest, and I know just financial literacy as a whole and such. My conclusion is I don't think it's bad to make a lot of money, especially because I'm like, all the things that I would do with it are to glorify the Lord. Like, the good things we can do with money is providing for your family is providing for other people in your life who need help, giving to the church, giving to the poor, giving to people who need it. Traveling costs money. I think it can be amazing to go on pilgrimages. My priest at my church, he gave a really good homily once, and he was like, you need to take your family on pilgrimages. And it always just stuck in my mind, like, that should be a normal thing for families to do, is to go on pilgrimages, you know, if they can. If you don't have the finances for it, don't feel bad about it either. That was like my conversation with God today. I think I'm gonna do some like basic investing videos. I'm not a fiduciary or an investment advisor, so I'm not going to be giving you specific investment advice. But I'm like, if I could tell someone to invest and just consistently invest, and if I can get one person to start investing, it could change your life. It's so important, and some people just don't know the very basics, just like anything in life. Let me know your opinions on everything I said, and I hope you guys have a blessed Friday night if I post this tonight, and I will see you in the next video.